Hi guys. So for the spirit of Halloween and fall, I thought I would go ahead and tell you guys my top 5 favorite TV shows to watch during this time of year. So I do have a list written down, and I also wrote down where you're able to stream these shows from. So the first show for me is Ghost Adventures. I have been a fan of Ghost Adventures for a very long time, uh, well before all of these like 20 seasons that they have now. This is season 1 that I own, and I also own season 4. I do want to buy more of the DVDs, but they're pretty pricey. But I don't personally have the app that I can stream this on, at least not right now. But you can stream Ghost Adventures on Discovery Plus. So if you're interested in the paranormal and any type of ghost shows, Discovery Plus is where Ghost Adventures is at. The second show that I think is perfect to watch this time of year is A Haunting. So it's another paranormal type of show. So basically with The Haunting, it is telling you true stories that have happened to these families with reenactments of what happened to these families. And I do own, I think, the first and second season, and then also the 7th season. My cousin and I love this show. We used to watch it even though she lives in California and I live in St. Louis. Back when I used to babysit my nephew, at like 2 o'clock, it would be his nap time, and both me and her would be watching A Haunting and texting each other the whole time. And so it's always been such a great show. So A Haunting is also streaming on Discovery Plus. So looks like all the good ghost shows are on Discovery Plus. And then the next show that I think would be really good to watch for this time of year is The X Files. I know The X Files is a pretty old show, and to be honest, I've only seen a couple of episodes. My fiance really loves the show, and I actually got him a bunch of the seasons on DVD. So I do own a bunch of them that I do want to start watching because I want to see what it's all about. I feel like it's definitely the right time of year to be watching it. But you can stream The X Files on Hulu. This one is just Mythology Collection. I don't know if it says what season this is, but this one is just like the abduction little set. One of my all-time favorite shows that I feel like is totally perfect to watch this time of year is Pretty Little Liars. Now, it might be hit or miss for some of you. I feel like people more my age, maybe a little younger, maybe a little bit older would like this. It is about like high school girls, but it's really good. It's got a great storyline. It keeps you guessing. You know, there's a lot of twists and turns and a lot of things that will surprise you throughout the show. I actually do own the whole series on DVD. This is just the first season right here. And actually, Aria is my favorite character. That's Lucy Hale. And I say give it a try. You know, you might think you might not like it, but once you get going on it, it is addicting. I've watched it multiple times, over and over, and you can watch Pretty Little Liars on HBO Max, which I also don't have, but luckily I own the DVDs. Okay, my next is one of my top favorite shows in the entire world. It is the perfect show to start during the fall season, and I feel like so many people agree with that. And I feel like this is a show that anybody of all ages can enjoy, and that's Gilmore Girls. I also own the whole series of this. It was actually one of the last gifts that my dad got me for one of my birthdays. He got me the whole box set of Gilmore Girls. And I mean, you can even tell by just season 1, the orange and the colors of it, it just screams fall. And then like in the theme song, it shows like all the pretty orange leaves. Like it's totally like a fall feel good show. It's so good. It's so funny. I love it so much. And for those of you that have already watched Gilmore Girls and you know a little bit about it, I'm just going to throw this out there right now that I am Team Jess, and you will not change my mind on that. I know there are so many Team Logans out there, and I truly don't understand it. I don't know if it's because he's blonde and everybody thinks he's cute. I don't see it. I like Jess. He's like the rough and tough bad boy, and sure, he was a crappy boyfriend to Rory when he was a teenager. He had a rough upbringing. He didn't know how to treat people. He wasn't a good guy, but he did grow up and he became an amazing person. And one thing that kind of bugs me is when they came out with A Year in the Life, I feel like they kind of ruined Rory's character a little bit. So like in the original Gilmore Girls, I feel like Rory was too good for Jess. But then when A Year in the Life comes along, Jess is too good for Rory because of how they made Rory's character. I do have another top 5 I was going to say for another video, but since this is kind of short, I will go ahead and add in another top 5 good TV shows to watch for the fall season. So let's see. I don't have my glasses on, that's why I have to keep looking down, but this is one of the perfect shows to watch. It is Unsolved Mysteries. This is a set of the original Unsolved Mysteries with Robert Stack. That is what I grew up watching with my mom. His voice still haunts me to this day. Like, it is something about it. It's so haunting. And, I mean, if you've seen it, you know what I mean. His voice, it just gives me chills. Still freaks me out. I don't like to watch this at night because it just gets to me, So I know they came out with a newer Unsolved Mysteries not that long ago. I actually still haven't watched it, but I will. I've just been so hesitant because I know Robert Stack has passed away and it's going to be somebody different, and I'm just afraid of it not being as good because I really truly enjoyed the original Unsolved Mysteries. And actually, I don't know which one it is, but on one of the discs in here, if you pay attention, you will see some celebrities, like before they were famous, doing some of the reenactments in here. Like the one I can think of right now in one of the episodes is Matthew McConaughey. And when I saw him, I was like, no way was he in this. And then he's like this huge megastar. But anyway, Unsolved Mysteries you can stream on YouTube, Amazon, and Hulu. But I don't know if it's all of the seasons, so don't quote me on that. But definitely check out YouTube. I'm sure YouTube, you can watch almost anything on there. Maybe not every episode of whatever show, but it's worth a try. But Amazon Prime should have this. Hopefully they don't make you pay extra for it. I hate that they do that. And Hulu. So definitely check those out. Another show that it's been one of my favorite shows for the longest time. Me and my cousin, again, we both really love the show. We love the narrator. His voice just, it's kind of like Robert Stack's voice. Like, he just has that perfect voice to talk about these cases. And, me and my cousin have we have some inside jokes of like certain things that the narrator said that like only me and her would find funny. But anyway, so yeah, Forensic Files is one of the best true crime shows. I've loved it for as long as I can remember. My mom used to always watch it on TV and I would watch it with her. I own several of the discs. I don't have a whole lot by any means, but I definitely want to buy a lot more of them because sometimes I get sick of watching the ones I have because I've seen them all so much at this point. And you can stream Forensic Files on Hulu. And then one that I don't own that I also wrote down was Cold Case Files, because just like Forensic Files, it's another good true crime show if that's what you're into. Now, I know true crime is great to watch at any time of the year. I just feel like it's like super appropriate to watch it for fall/Halloween. It just makes it more spooky, I guess. I'm actually wearing my serial killer documentaries and chill t-shirt. I love this shirt. I just wish I would have got a medium because the small is a little bit small on me. Just saying. But Cold Case Files is also on Hulu. I'm pretty sure that Forensic Files and Cold Case Files used to be on Netflix. And I'm getting pretty tired of Netflix taking certain shows off. Like even Pretty Little Liars used to be on Netflix and now it's not. Friends used to be on Netflix and now it's not. And, you know, these major shows I feel like so many people watch and they're used to it being on one platform. It should be on that one platform because not everybody can afford 10 different subscription services. Okay, another one that I wrote down that I don't own is Goosebumps, like a more kid-friendly fall Halloween show. Now it says here you can watch it on Amazon and on Netflix, but I don't know if that's just like the newer Goosebumps movie that came out with Jack Black. I did actually just recently buy that for $5 at Target. It was okay. I prefer the original Goosebumps from when I was a kid, so I don't know if, you know, it is the original Goosebumps on Amazon and Netflix, but if it's not, check out YouTube because I'm sure there are some Goosebumps episodes there. But I also have one more that is also kid-friendly. It was my all-time favorite Nickelodeon show back in the day, which is Are You Afraid of the Dark? I only own one season on DVD so far, but I definitely want to own more. I love this show. I watched this on TV when I was 6 years old, and I am 31 now, and these episodes still freak me out. Literally, it's like kids sitting around a campfire telling spooky stories, and I still get freaked out. But the reason I bought season 4 before any other season is because of a specific episode that gave me literal nightmares as a child. So it is the tale of the Ghastly Grinner. And the Ghastly Grinner is this like jester or like a jester clown type of guy that's like a character in a comic book. And in this episode, for some reason, this kid takes his comic book and he heats it up in the microwave. And then like the next thing you know, the Ghastly Grinner is like causing all kinds of trouble. And he like oozes blue goo out of his mouth. Like, okay, I've already hated clowns my whole life. And even if he is just like a jester, like that's still a clown to me. His face was like this creepy, like yellowy green, very, very scary. Okay, very, very scary. If I can find a picture and insert it in the video to show you, I will. Because literally I had nightmares for years on end about the Ghastly Grinner. I used to have bunk beds growing up and I would sleep on the bottom bunk and I was always terrified that the Ghastly Grinner was on the top bunk peering down over at me with the blue goo oozing out of his mouth. So yeah, that's my story. But Are You Afraid of the Dark? I feel like it's appropriate for kids to watch because they're spooky stories that will scare them, but it's not like it's like horror movies with gore and, you know, stuff you don't want little kids to see. And so when I looked that up, it said you can stream it on FuboTV, which I think I've heard of, but nobody I know has FuboTV. And then it also says Hulu, but it's Hulu plus the live TV. So it's like a different Hulu subscription you have to pay for. I don't understand why they do this. I know they all just want to make more money, but come on now. I'm hoping, honestly, that Nickelodeon decides to make their own streaming service like Disney Plus did, because, you know, I can go back and watch so much stuff from my childhood on Disney Plus, whether it's the Disney movies or Lizzie McGuire, That's So Raven. So if Nickelodeon did the same thing, you know, we could watch SpongeBob, we could watch Are You Afraid of the Dark, and all the shows we grew up watching. So hopefully they do that. Pardon me. So yeah, basically top 10 favorite fall TV shows. I was just gonna stop at the 5 and do another video with 5, but that would have just been a super short video, and I don't know, I guess I feel like rambling like I always do. But instead of sitting at the little desk over there, I wanted to sit in front of the fireplace where you could see my Halloween lights lit up because I thought it would be appropriate for this video. So anyways, I have some laundry to go finish, so I'm gonna go do that because I also need to go to bed soon. I have been staying up later like these last few nights than I have been, and I don't like it. I used to love staying up late, but not when I have to wake up early. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. I'm planning another video of like top 5, or maybe just do like a top 10 fall/Halloween movies and where you can stream those. And I will do kid-friendly versions or like family-friendly, and then also like scary horror movies, because I know like some people aren't into horror movies, but they still like the like spooky movies, but that's like family-friendly, you know what I mean? So anyway, I have that planned as well. I really wanted to get a lot of fall type content out, but this whole internet going out kind of put a damper on things because I was on such a roll with filming on my camera, and now I have to use my phone. But either way, sorry this sounds all jumbled and whatever, but hopefully you guys check out these shows, or you know the shows and you already like them and you already have the streaming services where you can go and watch these, because I think they would be great to watch this time of year. I actually think I want to get Discovery Plus because I could watch all the haunting I want and all the ghost adventures I want, and Ghost Adventures is my favorite ghost hunting type show there is. I'm a big Zach Bagans fan, okay? I love me some Zach Bagans. Nobody does it better than him, even if he's dramatic. Anyway, I will talk to you guys again really soon. Bye!